Welcome back everyone to Assetto corsa competizione. We're on I actually don't remember this track again. Yeah, let's go to my qualifying lap. Oh yeah, we're in Brands Hatch. For some reason I never remembered the name. I went a bit wide here into turn 1. I think that is. Actually turn 2, I think. I can't remember turns anyway. Pretty good lines. Tried to follow the racing line as much as I could. That Ferrari weaving out of the way with blue flags, of course. I mean, why else would they do that? It's blue flags, of course they have to go from in front of me. Could have had a bit of a faster lap. Pretty good here. Definitely holding a lot of speed down this part. Pretty good through that corner there. Usually here I mess up if I mess up somewhere when a bit wide. Which is not the worst, but it's not the best either. And we go over the line. There we go. That was my well, I did do a few more qualifying laps, but I believe this was a P1 for me. P2 actually. I forgot that the one person went past me just in the end of quali. Okay, well, yeah, this was an interesting race. I didn't tell that before, I guess, or say that. Yeah, this BMW and me are gonna be going head to head now here. Going down the first straight towards T1. Let's go ready. On the 70 limit now. Trying to not go too much over. I went a bit over, but drop down to not get a penalty. Lights out, away we go. I'm definitely gaining a lot of speed compared to the BMW. We're side by side. I leave him way more than enough space. But there's just no traction on his car, I feel like. I had way more grip and traction through there. So full throttle and we're past. That BMW is definitely trying to look up the inside. Nothing there. You can't really go past if you don't have enough speed. Unless you want to crash into me. Which is, well, something I have sometimes done. Yes, I know people commenting that to me a few videos ago. I get it. I'm not the cleanest racer always. But I try to be. Anyway, now that BMW definitely chasing. There's now 3 BMWs behind me actually. The number 2, number 49, and the number 998. Through here, pretty quick. The BMW slightly faster, I think. The other BMW there, the 49, I believe that was, spun, crashed into the wall. It's only one now, really chasing me here. Get a bit of a better line, I think, through there. He's getting towards this next corner. But nonetheless, not enough speed, so I keep it. And that is our first lap done. BMW is still trying to look if it could go past me either on the inside or out the line. But of course here, no space really. Didn't really have the best grip there. Car sliding around a bit. The BMW going wide on that turn. I tried to have the best line through there. So okay line, not the best that I've done probably, but good nonetheless. Went wide here. Should have taken more of a tighter corner there. And because of that mistake, that BMW is slightly gaining here. Definitely just going straight next to my car there almost, or straight behind me I should say. But yeah, I don't think that BMW has the speed in it right now to get past me, at least on this lap. BMW definitely looking up the inside every time. No space. Well, no speed and no space there. Now into the last turn here. Long right-hander into the first straight. We're back over the line for lap 3 now. That BMW definitely close up, but well, of course here, not really a point to overtake there. Because it's such a fast corner, so you'll probably lose more if you try to take a bad line through there. That BMW going so wide, going on the sand there. So I gained probably about, what, maybe half a second at least. Due to the line being so wide. Now that other BMW the 27 BMW racing the number 2. And that 27 I think got past. Nope, I did not quite get past. I believe it was fighting. It was side by side, but after the turn, the number 2 pulled back ahead. We're still being followed by the 2 BMWs now. We do have a nice 1.5 gap, actually 2 second gap. Me bouncing over the curb, that was not good. That is never good for a grip, or really anything. Your car doesn't like getting bounced around on the track. Not that the game would exactly know how, like, chassis flex would damage the car slowly, probably, after doing a lot of bounces over the curb like that. But nonetheless, it's a 20-minute race, so I don't think it would amount to that much. Down to the first turn again. This fast right-hander here. The BMW is now 1.8 seconds behind. I hugged that inside line there. BMW goes wide once again. Doesn't really have the perfect braking point there, apparently. I mean, neither do I, as I go wide. I try to take the better line of going a bit more wide than straight up on the inside. That gap is still about 2 seconds. So, not really much to worry about there. Trying to just turn that car as fast as I can. Those tires now actually up to temp. Yes, it takes quite a while to get them up to temp because I have very low tire pressure, so the temperature might be okay, but at least the pressure is not enough high for the first, like, 2 laps. Now, of course, we're going on to lap 5, I think, here. So, they're plenty warm enough now. Over the line there, into the first turn. Sliding a bit, still on the rear there. Catching up now to a Porsche. That Porsche going very slow on the line. Well, not quite on the line, but, like, now Porsche moves over on the line. I kind of got jump scared by that. I don't know why I don't have reaction times. Like, I'm sorry to everyone I race against, because sometimes my reaction time, when someone's slow ahead of me, I just, for some reason, just go like, huh? But yeah, slight bump to the Porsche. It was last. I don't think it was really contending the race really that much, but sorry nonetheless. And I know my comments will be filled with people going like, "Wow, you bumped him." Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't really change it anymore after the fact. I do try to race cleanly, as I've left a lot of space this race, I feel like, for everyone else. That is my first mistake, I'd say. At least first, like, not so fair driving in some ways, but, like, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna shut up about that now. That, BMW dropped out of the race, I believe. One of the BMWs. Only, the number 2 still in the race. Now a Lambo is P2. 9.4 seconds behind, so something must have happened. Probably just a big crash between the 2 other BMWs. So I am definitely with a good margin ahead of everyone else right now. Now I just gotta drive a clean race until the end. And try to not get passed by that Lambo if it is faster than I am. I don't know what I was doing there. I guess I just recorrected my line because I was turning too quickly. Started swinging my car back and forth. Anyway, got through that pretty well. Still a pretty good gap to the Lambo there. I can do a few mistakes, rather not, but sometimes I feel like they're inevitable for my races because I'm not the best driver. Oh, that I don't even know what car that was because it went so quickly by. I'm guessing it was probably the Nissan, but I'm not sure actually at all. Now going down to the first straight again. We have a 11-second gap, which is actually very good. Now that other McLaren in front of me, for some reason, is slow on the racing line. So I pressed the brake really hard and back off and try to turn and go past him. He did let me pass, which is good because it was blue flags. That is that is kind of like a brake check, but it's not really that bad. So that was still a pretty good job from McLaren to let me pass. Now we still got an 11-second gap, although I did have to brake at that one point. Going a bit on the grass. And a bit wide here, I think. Oh, actually, I had a pretty good line there. Just carrying a lot of speed through here. Going on the grass for some reason, trying to go very tight on that line. Trying to get faster laps probably here. Into the first turn. Going not too wide. Should have gone a bit wider, I think, even to get a slight bit of a better exit. I went a bit wide of my usual line here. But nonetheless, you don't lose too much time there. You do lose some, but not that much. Going wide. Now almost too wide there. As you can see, I'm trying to learn the correct line a bit. I'm trying to go more to the right instead of cutting in really tightly on that corner. I'm trying to go out and then in. So I go really on the outside more. Because that should be the faster line on that part of the track. Still a 12-second gap to the Lambo behind. Actually, it was 11 right before, so now it's 12. Cutting a bit too close to that, losing a bit of speed there. I zoned out for a minute as well. That was why I was quiet for no reason there. Down to the first turn again. Full throttle. Going slightly too wide. But I can't be picky. It's either too wide or too tight on that corner, so I'll take it. At least I didn't go off the track fully. Going a bit off the track there. I'd say I usually always have this problem of the more laps I do, the less consistent I get. Because at a 20-lap race, I usually am pretty consistent, but at some point, I just stop being consistent for some reason. I start going too wide, miscalculating my braking points, all of that. All of the shebang there. Oh, that McLaren in front just spun. I went wide because I kind of got scared. I just went full throttle through there, which you shouldn't be doing. But nonetheless, I didn't lose too much. I believe that was a McLaren. It could be the Porsche. Now again, catching up to the Porsche that I once accidentally pumped into. Porsche going really wide to let me pass, apparently. Or maybe just miscalculating where they were supposed to turn. Going again wide. I myself went wide as well. Shouldn't be going that quickly into the turn. Or at least turning more. Wide into this corner as well. Did the same thing as the BMW, number 2 BMW did. A few times. Early in the race. Going wide again. I really stopped having perfect, well not perfect, but like okay lines through these parts. That was actually pretty good. But I do kind of tend to go a bit more wide every single time I do one lap. Don't even know why, because when I get to the next race, suddenly I'm back to driving kind of normally again. But as the race goes on, I guess I get lazy. Since at this point at least I know that I have a good gap, so I don't technically need to be driving perfectly, or at least even that much. There's 11 seconds. I go really wide that time, bouncing over the grass. I don't know why I had an issue with that part on these later laps. Because in the first few laps I had no problem going pretty much full speed through there, but then later on I started going wide, probably just tire degradation, and then also probably some damage, minor damage from that crash with Porsche. It shouldn't actually affect me almost at all, but maybe it did. Who knows? But yeah, yeah. Let me leave you with some music for a bit, because I feel like I've probably said enough for a bit. I'll be back before the end, so enjoy this one song that I'm gonna be playing for you now. Well, I'm back. Now that, is that Chevrolet or I can't remember. Yeah, I think that's Chevrolet, right? Oh, I could have just upset everyone who's American. Can't remember the difference between some of the American cars. So, yeah, I just can't remember what that logo is exactly. But, went past that number 68 car. They went off the track, I believe, there. I went a bit wide through here. Definitely, I was trying to push a bit too much, so I went over the limit on most of the laps here. Down the main straight again. We've only got about, I think, two laps, I think. Might be two. Yeah, 1 or 2 laps anyway. So not much to go. Going really wide there. Going off the tracks into the the sand trap. yeah, usually I don't want to do those kind of mistakes. This race I was just trying to focus on driving fast laps, going again on the grass. Misjudging my braking points. Still got a big gap, so I was like, I wasn't worried, so that was why I was trying to just push, which ended up probably losing me most of the time. But at least I might have gained some knowledge about the track there. Still an 11-second gap, so not really a danger for him to be going past me anytime soon here. Unless I do a big crash at the at these last laps here. Going a bit wide again. I don't know what is up with me at this point, but nonetheless, we keep going. And I was frustrated at myself so badly during this race. Like, I was hating my own lines and my driving at this race. I was just glad it's going to be at the end of the race soon here. 1 lap to go, I believe, here. If I'm not wrong, indeed it is. 1 lap. Down here, trying to still get the fastest lap. Going a wide again. Yeah, my best lap was a second better almost than my last lap was, so yeah, it's really showing on how much extra I'm trying to push with no tires left, I feel like. Like, my tires are gone, at least on some parts here. Also, my ego was really hurting because of my driving being so bad at these certain parts. I usually don't really mind my bad driving, but this race was, I just hated how I was driving for some reason. But I did also try during this race to leave everyone about like 2 kilometer space. Because I was getting, of course, well, comments in my chat being angry at me in some way. Which, like, I try to drive cleanly. Like I've said like 5 times in this video. I just repeat everything all again. Almost catching up again to these back markers, I believe. Maybe, I don't actually know who these are exactly. Going down the last turn here towards the finish line. And there we go. That is P1. P1. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.